Pro, against circumcision? I got done later in life. 16. Because my foreskin was too small. As someone who has had both foreskins are far better and mine had not even formed properly. I'm from EU and I don't even understand why people circumcise, other than it's some religious thing. My hubby is cut, and we decided for our son that we'll let him choose to do it when he's older. He's 15 now and guess what he said? Hell no edit. Hell no. I'm glad you didn't. I raised boy children who were not circumcised who are now adults. There's really no big deal about learning how to clean uncircumcised dick any more than cleaning your ears or cleaning your vulva or cleaning any other part of your body. I never understand why people make a big deal about this. Nobody compares their dicks to anybody else's, and if they do, it just is what it is. We're all different. The most important thing is not pulling back the foreskin when they're young and letting it loosen up on its own. Believe it or not, it is medical professionals who do this the most often out of their ignorance. Scottish person here. I don't know if anyone who is circumcised except for one guy who needed medical intervention, and even then, it was a snip of some bit as opposed to full removal. Here's the cleaning stuff you need to know for a baby, toddler. Wipe away any dribbles after peeing. Wipe it down with water in the bath or shower. That's it. It's stress-free and natural. There really isn't much to it. Evolution did all the hard work for you. I'm against it. I don't like that it was forced on me. I'm cut. It really doesn't affect me. And I don't resent my parents for going through with. But that being said, I would not circumcise my male children. It seems unnecessary. Good luck with your pregnancy. All the best. Edit. For some reason it seems like uncut guys think sex sucks for cut guys. I assure you it still feels amazing, lol. Good for you. My father is circumcised and I am not. I'm very thankful my parents spared me this. Foreskin maintenance isn't tricky, and every doctor, pediatrician knows exactly what needs to be done. When. It's funny how some mothers will play Mozart for the baby in utero for the supposed benefit of classical music and then immediately mutilate his dick the moment he comes into the world. Rest assured, whatever benefit those soothing sounds had on him are negated by such a horrific procedure. If you wouldn't cut off your daughter's labia, then you should be equally opposed to removing the foreskin. Aside from the religious injunction and some weakly formed arguments about the cleanliness which is easily refuted, there is no reason whatsoever to subject a child to that. If you're in need of medical information, I recommend reading the Canadian Pediatrics Society's paper on it. They give the actual stats in a clear way. One excerpt. It has been estimated that 111 to 125 normal infant boys, for whom the risk of UTI is 1% to 2%, would need to be circumcised at birth to prevent one UTI. You'll see there is no medical need for circumcision. For care, look up the website Your Whole Baby. There's not much to explain beyond basic sex education. It's not a problem. You tell them their father is circumcised and you are not. If you have health questions, talk to your pediatrician. Relax. You'll do fine. I raised an uncircumcised son. Don't pull back his foreskin for the FISRT year or longer. You'll see it loosen over time and be able to tell when it's time to expose the head. When he's little, make sure it's clean, of course, and dry. When you can expose the head, also make sure it's clean and dry, as boys can also get a yeast infection like baby girls. When he is old to do it by himself, it's the same deal. Pull foreskin gently back. Clean around the head. Rinse good and dry well. Boys that are uncircumcised must clean more than circumcised boys, as honestly all the dead skin and bacteria just sit inside around the head. I used warm water as soap can also give baby a yeast infection, causing a bad rash and discomfort. I've thought about this myself. I think if you and your husband are on the fence about it, why not just leave it up to your son? Adding my 2 cents here. I was born in Canada. My pops is British. We moved to the southern US when I was 12. My parents thought, and we had this discussion, was that I should match my dad. However, they also said later on they're really glad they never did the circumcision. It wasn't a big deal or even a thought I had until college. I played sports. You're in showers together after games in some facilities. Not that we're all standing there looking at each other's dicks, but you get my point. Then you start hearing these random convos at parties. Girls saying OMG gross EEWWW etc. It's so dirty. I think that's one misconception that needs to be cleared up. We all wash ourselves in the shower. It takes seconds to pull the skin back, and it's not like there's like some massive kind of mold or whatever there. You clean yourself the same way a cut person would do a wash over their genitals. I really had a hard time for a while thinking I was abnormal. Again, the south of the US. But I had several girlfriends, multiple sexual hookups, and if it was such a relationship to have the conversation, I asked them. No one to this day has had an issue. I think it's this taboo subject where people go gross, but I can tell you I'm glad I was never cut. There was even a point during that time I considered having the procedure because I thought I couldn't have a healthy sexual relationship. We are born that way, why remove it? That was the answer I was able to give myself at the end of the day. It's a tortuous procedure to a little one. But the US is really one of the only countries where this is a main issue. People are growing out of it. It's just unnecessary. I love my foreskin! Exclamation mark. Foreskin better. Hell no. It is really no big deal at all. Teach your kid to pull the skin and wash as early as possible, just as you will tell him to wash behind the ears. Simple as that. Wait till the child is old enough to choose for themselves. I am deeply unhappy that I was circumcised as a baby. Please let your child have a choice about what to do with his own body. Circumcision can be done at any age but never undone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.